Alright. What's going on, guys? I'm Matt from SBFishingTV, here with Carl's Bait and Tackle, and today we're doing something a little bit different. We're heading south. I'm getting out of the cold weather up here in Virginia, and we're gonna go visit our good buddy Lawson and Lindsey. We've got some baits from Carl's, and we're gonna go see if we can't catch some Florida giants. Uber's here. Let's get to the airport.
Looks like they're still loading up the last of the bags.
What's up?
What's up?
We made it to Florida. Good buddy Lawson Lindsey picked me up, and we're heading straight to the water. He's got the boat in tow. Picked me up from the airport with the boat. Thank you, by the way.
Yeah, no problem.
And where are we going? What are we doing?
We are going to the Everglades to do some bass fishing. I am not the greatest bass fisherman in the world. I like to dabble, but Matt is an exceptional bass fisherman, so I figured I'd take him bass fishing. So we are heading way out west into the glades, see if we can catch some big swamp bass.
Swamp bass, and it's also my first time ever fishing the Everglades, so I'm really stoked. We're gonna get out on the water and see what baits we have to work with and catch some big old fish. All right, so we are working our way out to our first spot here on the Everglades. I just want to show you a couple of these baits that I brought out with me to use today. So I've got these baits from Carl's. I've got a creature bait from Guggen Baits. This is the Bandito bug. Had to bring a jig with me. I love throwing jigs. A chatterbait, and lastly we have the Z-Man swimmers. And I've never tried these, but I think these are gonna work really, really well today, either on the back of the chatterbait or just a weighted swim bait hook. What do you think, Lawson? What's gonna happen?
Swim bait? They're gonna be eating the swim bait on top.
Awesome. Lawson's already up fishing. We are somewhere in the Everglades, like he was saying earlier. Got a little bit of wind. There's a ton of grass here. The water's super clean. We've got some lily pads, and I'm currently rigged up with, whoa, a Texas rig. As you just saw, I'm gonna throw the Guggen Baits Bandito bug on there, and then I have the chatterbait. I think working this over top of the grass should do pretty well, especially with the light wind. And I'm gonna try out one of these Z-Man swimmers on the back of that chatterbait. This looks like a nice shiner. Is that what you guys have down here?
Shiners?
Big old golden shiners?
Yeah, golden shiners and wild shad.
Golden shiners and wild shad. That's what we're trying to mimic right now. Nope.
Ooh! Oh, there's a fish right there.
Alright guys, there's our first bait that we're starting off with, just the chatterbait with the swimmer on the back. Fishing pretty shallow. It's probably only 2-3 feet maybe. I know the grass goes down a bit too, right?
Yeah, it's percent. It's probably like 4 or 5 feet deep. But
oh, okay.
you know, you have such like 2 feet of grass on top of that.
Yeah, super cool. The water's really, really clear too. Oh, he had it. He had it.
Get him.
I don't know if he's gonna come back from that. He might.
Damn. Okay.
Came right off that little spot. It wasn't a big fish, but hey, first fish would have been good. Just had a fish bite on the chatterbait, and what I'm doing is basically just keeping my rod tip up as I'm reeling it in and kind of popping it or yo-yoing it back over top of the grass, letting it drop into the tops of the grass, and then ripping it out. Looking for a reaction strike.
Oh God!
I didn't even see that.
Me and Matt were talking about a bass tournament, and I tried to pull my worm out of the water, and something ate it off. Was trying to eat it off the surface.
Oh, got him.
On?
Yeah.
Bowfin.
Oh.
Big bowfin.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, he popped. He popped.
No.
Dang.
That was like a 4-pound bowfin.
Dang. I thot that was a bass for a second. It wasn't though. You're right. I saw when he came up. That's cool. That would have been my first bowfin. Well, that was fun. Just get another one. Oh, there it is. There it is. Top water. There we go. Look at that little guy. Look at him go.
Salad, dude.
Nice. Look how dark that fish is too. It looks like a smallmouth.
Right out in the open. Ooh, God almighty, Matt.
Come here, baby. Oh. All right. put on that weightless swim bait and just reeling it on top. This fish ate it right on top in between the cattails. It's a little guy. We're looking for him a little bit bigger than this, but we're gonna be fishing all day tomorrow too. So this is just the start to this vlog. Pretty little Florida fish though. It's got a nice suntan, really dark. See ya. Good morning. Day number 2 here in Florida. Last night, Lawson and I went out to the Everglades, caught a couple bass, missed a bowfin, had a little bit more action than that, but we were only able to boat 2 fish. But this morning we're at a local, what would you call this? I mean, it's a pond, but
We're in a wildlife management area, and there's a lot of different small lakes out here.
it's really, really cool. So we've got the SS Lawson Lindsey here, and we're gonna, the SS Peony. It's a 10-foot John boat. Perfect, my style, love it. And we're out on this beautiful pond. There's a bunch of surface activity going on. We're gonna go catch some fish for sure. I can tell, it feels fishy. Lawson caught his PB here back in the day, right?
When I first started my YouTube channel.
8-pounder?
Yeah, 8 pounds.
8
Long
pounds.
ago.
We're gonna see. This is the time of year when the 8-pounders are gonna eat too. They're gonna be fat, they're pre-spawn, they're getting ready to spawn here in Florida, like in the next month, right?
Yeah, this is like an identical morning, I'm not kidding, to when I caught my 8-pounder.
Feeling good about it. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go catch some giants. All right, we're gonna start with a swim bait. Just kind of work it on top. Is that what you're doing too?
Yeah.
So we've been throwing the weightless swim baits around a little bit. No action through these pads, so I picked up the Texas rig with the Guggen baits, Bandito bug. I'm just gonna flip the outskirts of the pads and then into the bigger holes. There's definitely fish around. I think it's just gonna be trying to get them to bite. Oh yeah, I did. I had him on there for a second.
Huh?
Yeah.
Definitely. Pants you, didn't he?
He did pants me. First bite of the day. A little pedal tail swimmers on a Texas rig, just trying to get them down. These are floating worms, so it's really all we have to work with right now. But there we go. I got him. Look at this little guy. This is what we're seeing feedback here. Yeah. That's what we came to Florida for.
That is not what you
The largemouth basket. He's a little on the small side, but hooked him good. He crushed it. Just a little one. See ya. It's pretty cool though, because there's a good school of fish back here in this pocket. I threw a slim shake on. Lawson just got hammered on one of these by a decent fish, so it took me less than 2 seconds to put it on. Maybe they just want a smaller, slimmer profile than the Bandito bug. Oh my god, dude. Big one? Oh, that's a decent fish. All right. You want the net, or are you just gonna flip them? Oh yeah, there we go.
All right.
There we go.
Have figured something out finally.
Some of this.
8-ouncer right there. It has been a slow morning. Matt's caught a fish maybe a little smaller than this. We'll flip him in. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's been really slow. We've been trying to figure it out. Like, it seemed like it'd be a beautiful morning to like slow roll swim baits on the surface, but it's not happening. So we picked up the squirmy, and Matt and I have both been hit within like our first 3 casts. We're throwing a finesse worm.
A bite. It was a bite.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Oh boy.
There we go.
It's got 2. I need to check out.
Giant. Giant. Thank God Lawson got on that worm bite. We're throwing these slim shakes around. Oh, that one ate a little bit of my tail. But as soon as we switched up to throwing more of a finesse styled worm, they started eating. We were throwing swim baits, just slow rolling them around pretty much all morning. I threw a Texas rig creature bait, the Bandito bug. Nothing. I mean, we had one bite on one of the really small minnows, but until we switched to these Texas rigged slim shakes, that's when they started to eat. Oh, I think I just got bit.
Yeah, so I think
I did. Oh, he dropped it.
I don't think it's a terrible idea for us to get up in here and
Got him. In the pads, baby. Look at that. That's awesome.
if it does interest you, if you like your Uncle Jack.
Oh. Oh. Oh, I thought he was a giant. That was so cool though.
Fun though, man.
Dude.
Flipping up in the pads.
Literally.
I thought that was gonna be that.
I thought that was gonna be at least like a 3, 4 pounder, just a little little 5-ouncer, tiny guy, 8 inches long. Still fun though. It's like super exciting hooking a fish up in here because you never know how big it's gonna be. Like that could have been a giant.
The Florida gamble. It could be a 8-pounder. It could be an 8-incher. Like,
yeah.
And they're gonna be sitting in the exact same water.
So cool. Oh, there's a bite. Oh.
I'm like, this is it. This is gonna be the better one.
I know. Hey, you know what though? We're catching fish.
Yeah, I mean, we went from not catching fish to catching fish.
Whee!
Regardless, I'm just stoked on it.
Lawson and I hopped off the boat. We're gonna continue fishing these Texas rigs around. We're gonna go check out some canals, grassy canals. There we go. Texas rigged vile bug. It's a little bass, but we'll take it. Oh, Lawson's on too. On the Texas rig. Let's see what he's got. And you're throwing the trench hog, right?
Yeah, I'm throwing a Guggen Baits trench hog.
There we go.
Mine's
a little bigger.
Yeah, yours definitely wins that battle.
Yeah, a couple inches.
Some little squeaky swamp bass.
As I was telling you guys, when it comes to winter baits, the reason that I find them to work a little bit better is you can see the difference here. Lawson's throwing the trench hog, and here in Florida, the water temperature is nice and warm. This is going to have a ton of action. They really like that this time of year because the water's still warm. You can still throw this. But if I were back home fishing 40-degree water, I think they're going to be a little bit turned off to this because of all the appendages, how long they are, how much action they have. You can see that the arms have these flanged claws, which give it a ton of kick. And even though the vile bug does have these flanged claws, it doesn't have a ridiculous amount of action. It's still a little bit slower. You'll be able to drag this on the bottom and it will have that slight kick to it. But when you lay it down, it's just going to be sitting there. So that's a quick tip on fishing different baits with different actions.
Oh my lord.
Oh, there we go. There's another one. It's not bad. Well, there we go. There's another one real quick on the vile bug. Gonna let him go. Nice. Yeah.
Much better fish.
Sweet. Oh, solid boat flip too. There. Oh, I got one. Oh, doubled up again.
I think mine might win this one.
Yeah, I'd say so. That's a really solid fish. That's solid 2-pounder there. Still throwing the trench hog. I hooked him on the outside of the mouth. That is a good looking fish, dude.
Beautiful.
Texas rigs in Florida with Lawson Lindsey. Oh.
He's on it.
Yeah. There we go. That's what we wanted right there. Come up here, buddy. Oh, he's solid. There we go.
Is that more like the Florida bass you're hoping for?
That's more like the Florida bass I was hoping to catch. That's a solid one. Oh. Sweet. Decent. 3 pounds. They are cold. They're chilly. That is the fish that we wanted. Winter Florida bass. All right. We're back at the truck. We're gonna call it a day for this pond. We caught probably 10 to 15 bass. Everything on a Texas rig except for one on the swim bait, which I was actually surprised about. I thought we were gonna crush them on the swim baits this morning, but the bite was on the bottom. The fish just seemed to really be keyed in around the pads and low in the water column. But we are gonna call it a day. You guys stay tuned. We're gonna go do some editing and then get back out on the water. I'll bring you along for a little bit of saltwater action because I couldn't come down to Florida and make a vlog without doing some saltwater fishing with the man himself. Swamp Hog Lindsey. We got off the lake. We just brought the John boat back to Lawson's house. I had to take a couple casts into his legendary pond here. We're gonna see if I can get one in 3 casts. I see a bunch of bluegill. Lawson, what's the biggest fish you have in here?
I think there's like a few 4-pounders. At least that's the biggest I've caught out of here.
Yep. That's the last one. Oh, yep. Oh, it's a good one.
Holy crap, it's a big bass.
It's a good one. Over the trees, into the mud. Come here, buddy. All right, there we go. It's a solid 3-pounder. At Lawson's pond. He's probably 2.5, but still, that was awesome. Caught it on the Slim Shake, just had to make a couple casts. That was 5 casts in at his pond there. Sick. All right, we're gonna let her go. We're gonna do some saltwater fishing tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
All right, baby. That was sweet.